Hello, everyone. Just doing a quick audio test here. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Not used to this whole Instagram Live thing, but I've been told that we should first wait for folks to arrive. So, we're going to do that. Ha! 8,000 of you already. Fantastic. I'm glad that we can put these rumors to bed. Look at all these Sam-a-lama ding-dongs in the comments. Wow. That's cute. Really cute. You have no idea what that means. And neither do I. It's pure nonsense. That is a nonsense word. So, let's recap, shall we? What a season it's been. I appreciate all of you tuning in to Season 7 of Game Changer. Last year, Game Changer fans were determined to think that there was an ARG embedded somewhere in the season. And there wasn't. As I've said time and time again, making this show is hard enough for me without simultaneously creating an ARG. So, spinning one plate is hard enough. Spinning two, my fear would be that a second plate would crash. I'm not a circus performer. I'm a game show host. Stop saying Sam-a-lama ding-dong. Stop. You don't know what that means. An ARG is a game embedded in the season. So it should come as no surprise to any of you that I didn't create an ARG this season either. But apparently someone else did. There were a series of ARG-related puzzle pieces embedded throughout the season. They had to do with the web games that I partnered with 1S Studios to create. They had to do with Jacob Wysocki's infomercial phone number from 1 year later. Some of them even had to do with the Dropout platform itself. Which means that 1S Studios members of Game Changer's creative team, even Dropout's full-time staff, all conspired against me. I have asked each of them for apologies individually. I have gotten apologies back from most of them, and from those I haven't, I am keeping a list of their names. Sam-a-lama ding-dong doesn't mean anything. You can say it again and again and again, and it will have no effect on me. Sorry. So after lengthy conversations with 1S Studios, I can say that Dropout fans, particularly Redditors, found the vast majority of those ARG puzzle pieces. but not even all of them. For instance, did you know that a top-down view of the maze game gives you another 4 numbers that you can dial into Jacob Wysocki's phone number? I mean, that is dastardly. That is unplayable. And therefore, not a game that I myself would have any part of creating. I like playful, subversive games. This ARG would have needed to be designed by someone who likes hard, merit-based games. And that is not what I stand for. Sam-a-lama ding-dong doesn't mean anything. So who, you're asking yourself, would be responsible for this? And why? Some questions are better off left unanswered. The point is, I see you, Game Changer account. The point is, it would seem that someone wanted to put some kind of public pressure on me vis-a-vis the word Sam-a-lama ding-dong. A word that, I'll say again, means nothing to me and should mean nothing to you because it is nothing and it stands for nothing. Nothing. Certainly not a secret 11th episode of our season. Therefore, repeating that word over and over again here on Instagram Live, or as you've all been doing on other social media, Paul Robolino, I'm still waiting for your apology. Does nothing to me. Does nothing to me. After all, I mean, do the math. If there were an 11th episode of the season, why wouldn't I want to release it? Y'all are hungry, hankering for more Game Changer. Why wouldn't I want to feed you? What reason would I possibly have to keep it from you? Jackies, I did nothing of the kind. Anyway, for the next 15 minutes or so, I will take your questions. I hope we can wrap this up. Chloe, you have no business here. Members of my own team are here that have yet to apologize to me. Chloe, Paul, I await your sorries. Hold on one second here. Hold on. Yeah, apologies under duress absolutely count. Any apology counts, as far as I'm concerned. Now, who has a question for me? And can Paul? There is nothing to drop. There's nothing to drop except my expectations of my team, which went through the floor. Thank you, Johnny. Be more like Johnny, others. There's nothing to see here. Repeating this word as if it's some kind of magic spell that will invoke some behavior from me is a fool's errand. Sam, where are you from? Yeah, if we can't troll Sam one way, let's troll him another way. Think. Think of what would need to happen for there to be an 11th episode of our season that I myself took no part in planning. What would that mean? What would that mean? Well, it would mean that Game Changers team, people like Paul Robolino, people like Chloe, people like Ryan Kramer, people like my own wife, Elaine, would have needed to all team up behind my back. And wouldn't that be a betrayal? Wouldn't that fly in the face of everything I've worked on with this show? Favorite vegetable? Thank you, Ryan. Cucumber. Those are the kind of questions we should be getting here today. Kevin, you did nothing because nothing happened. Kevin, the very talented DP of our show. Kevin, who has been a part of this operation for so long. He wouldn't betray me, would he? Chloe, who was all the way back a part of season one, she wouldn't betray me, would she? There's nothing shocking about vegetable being a. There's nothing shocking about cucumber being a great vegetable. Ooh. Let's break apart. Let's. Oh, thank you, Brian. Second favorite vegetable is probably uh, grilled onion. Let's break apart the word that you are so insistent means something. Samalama Ding Dong. There's my name right in the title. Ding Dong at the end. Wouldn't that suggest that this episode that does not exist made a ding dong out of me? Aren't you, by saying that word over and over again, essentially calling me a ding dong? Isn't that what you're doing? I think that everyone who has said that word in this chat owes me an apology. So, if you have said Sam and Ding Dong to me in this comment section so far today, I will accept your apology now. Go ahead. Apologize. There's nothing to release. Izzy, this isn't anything. I am putting the rumors to bed. If you're saying Sam Ding Dong now for the first time, I will accept your apology at any time. Game Changer Show account, meaning Andrew, you have already apologized to me, and now you need to apologize to me double. Kevin, how dare you? Thomas Sanders, you and I are merely fans of each other. And now, you too? Edge too? Oh my God, Sam. Sam Gear, the director and editor of the show. You all cannot conspire to make me do anything vis-a-vis this word. This is a nonsense word. There is no actionable part of this word. Why are more people joining this? Why are 15,000 people watching this? There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here. Christina, I consider you a friend. What a betrayal. What a betrayal from everyone close to me in the world. My godfather is here. You are embarrassing me in front of my 78-year-old godfather. How dare each and every one of you, Christina, Johnny. How I I would like to say, I would like to say that nothing happened that day. And nothing did happen that day. Here's what didn't happen. Okay? Here's what didn't happen. My entire cast and crew did not team up to betray me. My cast and crew did not wrap Game Changer with Who Wants to Be Jacob Wysocki, the last episode we shot, and leave me, the host, executive producer, and CEO of the company, to imagine that the season was over. When in fact, I was not teamed up on by everyone close to me in the world, my inner circle, my wonderful assistant did not take everything off of my calendar that day conspicuously. And I didn't say to myself, why would that be? There is no, there is no Thank you for saying I have beautiful, delicate hands. I moisturize. There is no 11th episode of the season. There is, I would give you an 11th episode if there was one. If there was one, but there's not. Tasha, you did apologize. Thank you. Railworks, you owe me an apology now. Game Changer is my show. I created the show. Every episode is a little work of art from me and my crew, yes, but I approve of every episode that comes through the pipe, right? Not just as the executive producer of the show, but also as the CEO of the company. I mean, how, how even legally could Dropout produce an episode that I didn't know about? It would be it would be illegal, right? Right? So, for those of you that had anything to do with this ARG that leads absolutely nowhere, you're bad for misleading the fans. You owe them an apology and me an apology. Anyone who's been repeating the word Samalama Ding Dong, you owe me an apology. You owe each other an apology for building each other up. Don't think I don't see you, Justin. Producer of the show, producer of my show. This magic word. Let's pretend for a moment that it didn't stand for nothing. It did stand for something. What would it stand for? Would it stand for everyone you love in your life keeping a secret from you? Would it stand for being made to look like a ding dong in front of your cast and crew, or even the publication Variety? Would it stand for illegal activities going on at your own company behind your back? Would it stand for, would it stand for something that I created being twisted and bastardized against me like a Bugs Bunny cartoon where, or a Coyote Roadrunner cartoon where the Roadrunner slams into his own tunnel wall? This word that you don't know what it means. What if it stood for all those things? Would you still use it so liberally? Apparently so. We made a great season of Game Changer. We gave you episodes outside the studio, right? We gave you episodes in front of a live studio audience. We brought in prolific crowd work stand-ups. We gave Jacob Wysocki $100,000. We elected Vic Michaelis to be the honorary president of Dropout. Wasn't this season already enough for you? 10 episodes is clean. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Look, look how clean. How could you want another one dangling off to the side like some awful mutant child? You cannot want what you don't know exists. Great question, Paul. What was everyone's favorite episode of the season? Great question. Great question. 11, 11 would be a palindrome. That's not, what, who, why would anyone want that? I feel like I should get my blood pressure cuff. You don't know what you're asking for. You are lined up. You are lined up outside a trendy New York City restaurant without knowing what you're ordering. Is it a cronut? Will you be waiting all this time for a cronut? Oh no! You are chasing after trends and memes without knowing what they are, without considering the person it's affecting. Demi, not you. Not you. I fell in love with you this season. Do not make me regret that. Sarah Nanacheni, I love you, but you don't know what you're asking for. You all don't know what it is you're asking for. You don't know what this word means. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You know what? You know what? You know what? You want it? You want it? You want this? Members of Game Changers creative team, even Dropout's full-time staff, all conspired against me to shoot perhaps the most expensive ever piece of Dropout content that I myself, the CEO of the company, did not approve. The only ever episode of Game Changer not helmed by me and helmed instead by Brennan Lee Mulligan. An awful taste of my own medicine. It was humiliating. It was terrifying. And if we're going to be honest, loved it. It was such a beautiful love letter to me, to this show, and everything I stand for. And I love you, Game Changer cast and crew. The fact that you did this to me is nothing short of brilliant. And it releases right now. What an absolute blessing this show is. What an absolute blessing this company is that I get to take any small part in. To be a pawn in my own show was the greatest gift you could possibly imagine. Go enjoy season 7, episode 11. Sam Alama Ding Dong.